Ladies and gentlemen, the main event of Hell in a Cell 2016 is officially going to be Charlotte versus the Boss, Sasha Banks. I'm sure some people might get pissed off because of this, you know what I'm saying. It's a big fashion in the US to hate on feminists and SJWs, shit like this, so I'm sure people like that are gonna get upset, you know what I mean. Over here in Canada, you know, women's rights, it's just considered common sense, you know. We don't have big wars against blacks and women and shit like this over here, but, you know, I'm not a feminist, I'm not a social justice warrior in any way, shape, or form there, but to be honest, it does not bother me at all that Charlotte and Sasha are gonna main event the pay-per-view. Now, if you had, let's say, if it was 20 years ago and you had Hulk Hogan and Steve Austin, The Rock, shit like this, obviously those guys would have to go in the main event. You know what I mean? You don't take out giant stars like this and put Charlotte as the top fucking match, you know what I mean? But in this day and age, does it really make a fucking difference if once in a while they let women main event a pay-per-view, you know what I mean? They do that shit in UFC. You know, so why not in wrestling? If they're able to do that in a tough guy sport like UFC and women draw big fucking money for Dana White there, then I don't see the problem with letting the women main event a pay-per-view. Basically there, you look at the match for the title, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. Does that really deserve to be the world title match, or I mean the main event? Does it really matter if that match is not the top match on the card? I don't think it does. You know, this feud isn't really interesting, you know what I mean? Kevin Owens, I don't think he has that much star power. Probably Charlotte is just as popular as Kevin Owens, you know what I mean? Seth Rollins, of course, he's more popular than Charlotte, but is Kevin Owens really that worthy that he absolutely has to be the main event? I don't think it makes a fucking difference at all. And I think it's actually a good thing to let them be in the main event, you know what I mean? They work hard, these women, you know, and Sasha and Charlotte, they always put on good matches. Yes, they fucked up a little bit in one match, but Sasha has had so many great matches on NXT. Charlotte has great matches as well. She has star power. She can talk and shit. I don't think it's fair that they shouldn't have a main event moment just because they're women. You know, when you think about it, it's not really fair there that they're stuck in the mid-card all the time just because they're women, you know. It's fake. It's a fake women's match, just like the men matches are fake as well, you know. It's not really fair that women never get the fucking spotlight, you know what I mean? So I think it's a good thing that they're doing this. Yes, it's a bit nerdy, the way WWE's going about it. They're not divas, they're women! These are women, you know, it might look a bit lame, you know what I'm saying? But when you think about it, they deserve to have their chance too in the main event. It's not fair that they be held down just because they're girls. You know what I'm saying? And the way that WWE treated women in the past there, if feminists knew about WWE, if feminists knew how WWE treated women, their heads would fucking explode, you know what I'm saying? You listen to old fucking shoot interviews from older wrestlers back in the day there. The way that they disrespect the women is just, it's pretty fucked up, you know what I mean? They talk like if the women were just there to have sex with men, to have sex with the male wrestlers and the promoters, and if the women didn't put out, they would get fired, shit like this. You have women getting fired for being pregnant, which is pretty fucked up as well there. So I think it's a good thing that they have their fucking chance and that they get respected more in the company, you know what I mean? Equal rights happened like fucking 50 years ago. It's about time that WWE fucking catches up with the rest of society, you know what I mean? So I have no problem with it. It's not like if Kevin Owens and Rollins absolutely has to be the main event, you know what I mean? And I get it, it's Hell in the Cell. It's supposed to be brutal, but nowadays these Hell in the Cell matches are not brutal anymore. You don't get the big blood, you don't get big crazy shit. I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte's match is actually better than the men's Hell in the Cell matches, you know. They can actually wrestle for real, these two. So, you know, personally, I have no problem with it. I might get people giving me shit or something. Oh, you're a cuck or whatever the fuck. I don't even know what cuck means there, so you can suck my fucking cuck or whatever the fuck there. Straight up, it's wrestling, it's fake. Doesn't fucking matter if they get the main event once in a while. Who cares, fuck. They have the fucking women in UFC, you know, different things like this there. So it's only fair that WWE fucking gives them the main event. Especially after years and years of treating the women like disposable trash there. Pretty fucking sick the way they've treated women in the past, so I think it's only fair they get the main event, a fucking B-level pay-per-view there. If it was WrestleMania, it might be a different story there, but who the fuck cares? Hell in the Cell isn't even important, so it shouldn't even matter. Until next time, peace!